What's up, guys? I am the Godless Gamer. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning in for episode 14 of Mare Nostrum. I have some good news today. It's my pleasure to say that Distinguished Service mod is now back up and running, so I can go back to creating companions. So, Perry the Berry, if you're watching, you left a comment where you were supposed to. When you want to request to be a companion. So I'm going to try to do that today. We're going to try to create another companion today. Really happy about that. I was hoping that the mod wouldn't be broken for too long, but it's back up and running, so I'm really happy. Speaking that loading screen, we have to try to win this war against the Aserai today, hoping. I'm sick, and it's been 2 episodes since we declared our independence, and we've done nothing but absolutely annihilate them in every battle that we fought with them. We did 2 really cool siege defenses of our capital last episode, and we captured like almost 30 lords. Not all of them are in Ortisia, but how many of them are here? So 22 of them are here, and then we have a bunch over in Zionica. So I've just been absolutely kicking their asses, and they just refuse to give up. And instead of constantly trying to talk to prisoners and getting a peace treaty that way, I always forget that I can just go into diplomacy, and we can use influence to maybe try to get a peace agreement if we wanted. I don't have the influence right now because I spent a bunch getting... Or did I not get it? Did I not save? Oh, no, it's right there. Noble retinues. We have so many that I have to scroll down now. I got noble retinues for 100. So we're not tier 5 yet, so we won't get this plus 40. But we'll eventually get it, and I eventually want to get this policy anyway. I had the influence, so I spent it. But if I wanted to, in diplomacy, before I spent that 100 influence on that policy, I just tested to see if we could get a peace treaty. And we could have. We could have spent 100 influence and got a peace treaty and paid them tribute. I don't want to pay them tribute. I didn't have enough influence to see maybe if we could do this one, just so I'm not paying them. But I'm willing to bet... I mean, I've been proven wrong for 2 episodes. I thought we were going to end this war in the first episode we declared war against them, or we declared our independence, but it just hasn't happened. I'm willing to wait to maybe get a peace treaty that's in my favor. And plus, I need a war going on. I need something, I need a source of experience for my troops and a source of money, a source of loot, so I want wars to be happening, and we've already proven that we can kick their ass, so let's just keep this war going. I'm not in a rush to end it. But while I was looking at the diplomacy screen, I also want to mention I was able to get a non-aggression pact with the Sturgians. I looked through everybody. We could have gotten a non-aggression pact with the Southern Empire or Sturgia, and I decided I don't want to get a non-aggression pact with the Southern Empire because they have land that I eventually want to conquer, so I wouldn't be against a war against the Southern Empire. And Sturgia is just a faction that I don't want to ever have to fight. It would just be a distraction. I don't want any of their lands. So I figured, why not? Let's get a non-aggression pact. That's going to last for 200 days. So a non-aggression pact that actually means something. I did tweak the mod settings. It's normally 100 days. I tweaked it up to 200. I want non-aggression pacts to actually mean something. So for 200 days, we will never get pulled into a war with the Sturgians. So... that's really good. But as we start today's episode, instead of just immediately going back to fighting the Aserai, we will eventually do that. But I have to run up to Batanian territory because the character that I want to create, the requested companion, they want to be a Batanian. So, Llewellyn, you're going to have some company. And then once I recruit that guy, once we create that companion, it's going to shift around. It's going to cause some chaos in our order of battle. But I have a plan, but we won't talk about it until that happens. So, just for the beginning of this episode, I didn't move or anything. I didn't do anything. Our battle against the Aserai just ended. Not any time has progressed. So we're just going to head up there. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Really important. I bought another ship. I bought another... Dromon. Congratulations, Bjorn. You've got a Dromon that I named the name you wanted. It's called, what, Iron Fang in Norse, or... I'm sorry, I forget the language that you said it was in. But Yarnkvikir is Iron Fang, so that's your ship. And I want to talk to Llewellyn. Now, Llewellyn, I was considering giving you this ship, but you're leading a ranged formation, and your sailors are all archers, and I want your ship to be fast and nimble. If I gave you a Dromont, you wouldn't be as fast or as nimble. Your ship, the purpose of your ship is to skirmish, and you need to be fast and maneuverable in order to serve effectively as a skirmishing, platform. Now, the higher freeboard of a Dromon would be good for your archers, Llewellyn, and having like an aft castle would be good for archers, but this would just significantly slow you down. You wouldn't be able to skirmish much. Like, the enemy ships would just immediately try to board you. And I mean, that's cool and everything, but I want all of your soldiers to be archers, and since we've been growing our army, I'm starting to run low on mariner type archers. So if you get boarded, your troops just wouldn't be good for a battle. So I just hope you understand my explanation. It's not like Bjorn is more important or anything. It's just that he's leading an infantry formation, and I want infantry primarily to be what's manning his ship. Okay? So you're keeping your figurehead though, Bjorn. I mean, I'm sorry, you're keeping your figurehead though, Llewellyn. The dragon. So I hope you understand my decision making, but at least you're running your own ship. So Bjorn has a ship, I have a ship. Let's take a look at Bjorn's ship really, really quickly. I wasn't able to give you the best ram because where we are right now is really, really good. The best ram wasn't available, but I did give you a gold one. And then everything else is gold. Pimped out your aft castle with better protection. I gave you a ballista just like mine. I gave you the best shields, javelin and arrow crates. I gave you the best sails. This is just aesthetic. And then we need to get you a figurehead. I'm hoping that we can get a figurehead that's themed to the name of your ship. Iron Fang? Maybe if we got like a wolf figurehead, that would be good for your ship. So yeah, our fleet has grown, not only because my companions deserve ship, well, at least Bjorn deserved a ship, but now that I have more ships in my fleet, I have 2 trading ships, one of which I need to rename. Okay, so I got Trader Joe. This is Trader Other Joe. It's just another trade ship. And then we have our 2 infantry ships, and then our archer ship. So there we go. It was about time that I grew my fleet up, so I did that. So without further ado, let's leave. Let's head to Botanian territory. I'm going to go buy land because I want to recruit on the way there. Let me double check to make sure there's aren't. Nope, none here. So let's head up. Most of these villages are Imperial, so I'll get a bunch more Imperial troops, but we want to head into Botanian territory so I can get another Botanian Fian champion, which is what I'm going to make my new companion from. So, our new companion is going to be named Arthur, after King Arthur, and they want to be a horse archer. So we're going to have to talk about that. I don't think I'm going to be able to make you a horse archer immediately because you're going to have certain skills, and you need a certain bow skill in order to be able to use any kind of bow from horseback. Until you get that perk, you can only use certain kinds of bows from horseback, and I want to give you the best bow possible. So you'll probably just be a regular archer until I get you the proper skills, then we'll make you a horse archer. Right, I don't want Vigla recruits. I'm trying to minimize my cavalry formation. So we're going to recruit a little bit. I need to get enough soldiers to make sure that I can actually create a companion from them, so we need excess. Just in case the other ones die, you know? So now we're just going to head back, we'll go out to sea, and I think I'm just going to go over to Aserai territory and maybe raid a village or 2 just for the purposes of creating this companion. I don't need big battles. In fact, I want easier battles just to make sure that all my archers are just getting all the kills, killing a bunch of chaff. There we go. Now I want to make sure my party is at full size before we get going, because I'll explain later. And it just helps to be always at full party size. There we go, we can get some more cavalry too. Alright, that's good enough. Let's create our companion. We have 140. Wow, we started... Didn't we start with like 50 something? We already got 100 influence? I want to see if I can get that. The Southern Empire is no longer interested in forming a non-aggression pact. I guess it's because I already got one with Sturgia. But there's nobody else that we can make deals with. And now that we have those ships, it should speed us up. And now we should be properly manned. We'll pay attention to the speed once we get out to sea, but we shouldn't be slowed down too much. Over fleet size. Whatever, it's not that much. We're not undermanned or overmanned. And then we have a bunch of other modifiers helping us too. So we're fine. I'm not noticing a slowdown. I think we're going pretty damn fast. I think this is the village that we constantly keep raiding and we just don't finish doing it because we always get attacked. Maybe we'll be able to raid it this time. Yeah, let's do it. We're not attacking the villagers. They're not summoning a militia. We're just instantly able to raid it. So let's do it. Fish, grain, sheep, and hides. Now, so many of the Aserai are locked up in our prison, so I don't see any parties coming to reinforce this village. We should have free reign. There's a party. Okay, successful. Even if they unite, I'll take it.
Yours is not a face I...
Alright, so we're not raiding villagers, we're actually fighting a legit army. We'll still be fine. I have to do it manually just to make sure that my archers don't die. So 35 cavalry, that's not bad.
Cavalry forward!
See ya. They have no cavalry to speak of, which is perfect. I shouldn't be trying to get kills. I need to make sure they have as many men to kill as possible.
Forward! Riders!
What? My brother killed him? Nice. That's a companion, because they look good. Tyler, we're gonna have to talk to you, man. Once everything's said and done, we're gonna have to have a conversation. Wow, they are really turtling up as hard as they can.
Soldiers! Soldiers! They're moving! Horses! They're a hell!
Look at this, just one guy against 30 men. What a moron.
Forward!
And here we go, another idiot. It's like they don't know what to do when they have a cavalry disadvantage like that. It's just like, there's nothing else we can do with them, so we'll just suicide them. Like, that's the thought process. Alright, the Aserai do have big shields. And hopefully my current companions don't hog all the kills. We want our highborn youth and our Britannian soldiers to get kills. Now, I'm sure this is not going to be able to happen in this battle, but we're not going to make the companion after this, but we still have to create the Fian champions. And I'm going to turn off my infantry just in case, just to make sure that they don't get any kills with their javelins. Yeah, the Aserai have nice shields. Not as good as a kite shield, but same basic size. Wow, they all focused on that one guy in the back. Don't mind me, boys. I'm just gonna watch you all fall. I'll take out that guy right there. Or that lady. I'm not gonna retreat. I'm not gonna retreat my archers behind. Let my archers get some kills. Melee kills count as well. If I wanted to make an Aserai Pariah companion, I could do it, but it's not what we're doing. Screw prisoners. The only ones that I care about are the important ones. I don't care about these prisoners. They're just going to slow me down. Look at that. Look at all the people that ranked up. Nothing impressive. Didn't capture that prisoner, so we didn't capture that lady. Let's raid this village now. So this time they are such... See, that's 82 kills, man. It's just perfect for what I'm trying to do here, and that's just get my men experience. It's just a bunch of peasants. And this is a better battlefield, and they come at us, so we don't have to go at them, so this will be a lot easier. Let's make sure we're stretching this line as possible, as long as possible. There's Ari. I'll do the same thing, turning off my infantry. Don't want them throwing their javelins. Holy cow, you know what I never noticed? I never noticed that my Imperial Nautes, when they're down to their melee weapon, they're using axes. I don't think I've ever realized that. They're not using Gladius. I really like watching all the arrows flying. They can handle themselves. It's just crap. It's just villagers. Yeah, there's already one of the few people in my party that uses crossbows. I'll take the loot though. Having that increased carrying capacity on my fleet is going to be really, really nice. We'll just keep raiding villages. That's all I'm gonna do. Maybe they'll sue for peace. Oh, here's an army. Doesn't like what I'm doing. And there's another one. I can handle that. I can still handle that if they unite. See, they're standing out there. They don't want to touch this. I'm gonna go after them after this. Hold on. Just want to check my carrying capacity. We're okay. Yeah, they ran away anyway. $111. I mean, some of these villages have never been raided. Like, these villages have just had the luxury of never getting attacked. Which is why the defenders are so strong. It's just that they've never had to deal with an attack. Well, there's a first time for everything. And they're just going to get absolutely demolished. Just let them come at us again. Not the best battlefield to fight on, because it's all broken up by structures and fences and stuff, so it's good that they're just coming right at us and we don't have to actually fight this seriously. Wow, they're sending their archers in first, or the ones with no shields. Alright, move up, guys.
Forward! Soldiers! Get moving!
I'm just going in here to kind of blunt their charge. Maybe get a few of them to focus on me instead. I can take the damage. I'm super armored up. Alright, I'm noticing a couple losses in there. They're just getting knocked out. They're just getting wounded. They're not dying. It's okay. It's worth the sacrifice. Three dead. Watch, they're gonna be the Botanian ones. Nope, Aserai death. Okay, so none of the soldiers I'm trying to train up died. A couple of them got wounded, but that's okay. Forgive me. Wow, look how much gold we plunder every tick. That's another indicator that this village has never been touched. But forgive me for just... Maybe these battles aren't very exciting to you and they're just kind of boring, but, I mean, it's serving us purposes. We're getting loot from raiding these. We're getting experience for our men. We did fight a lord. We're progressing the war, because raiding villages just does help with the war progress. And then on to the next one. Hold on, let me just check diplomacy again and see. I could get peace without having to pay them anything. Alright, that's good to know. That's good, but we're not going to do that, but it's good to know that we can. Ooh. Nope. I probably won't be able to catch a lord if I chase them, so let them come to me. They can follow around in my trail of destruction that I'm leaving behind me. Alright, no villages are coming to defend this one. It's a pretty poor village. Oh, here they come. Again, they're not waiting for their third reinforcing army to show up. It's just going to be these guys against me. Alright, they're going to make up for the fact that we didn't have to fight any villagers.
Stop there.
See? Why didn't they just wait? I don't understand. It's because they're Aserai and they're idiots. It would have been scary if they had waited for these two reinforcements to come, you know? I don't know. I can't explain their decision-making. Nice open battlefield. We might have to advance on them, so I'm gonna presume that I have to advance. And I'll move up to this. I have to take this one a little bit more seriously. These aren't just peasants. These are legit soldiers. Yeah, we can get up here really quickly. That's a really great position. Anchored our... Well, at least one of our flanks is anchored. They've got the sun in their eyes, not in our eyes. Even though that doesn't mean anything. You know what really sucks? I've noticed, because we've been in so many battles where we hear in Rome Total War music. There's one track that's my favorite from the Rome Total War, like, battle songs. And we still have yet to get it, so that makes me think that it's not here. And that's kind of a bummer. I mean, we could get lucky. It could just be RNG giving us the wrong songs constantly. So this is an actual legit cliff that the soldiers cannot go up. They have to get funneled right here. I'm not going to turn my infantry off throwing their javelins in this battle, because this is a more serious battle. It's going to move a little bit closer. See, now they have to funnel. Probably waited a little bit too long, but get moving, guys. Hurry up. Oh, that was the Lord. Wasn't trying to aim for her. She was just there. Absolute massacre. Okay. None of my Battanian soldiers died or got wounded.
Stop. I yield.
Only one prisoner. Don't care about the rest of these. Alright, are they going to send the rest of these at me, or are they going to change their mind? If they just keep sending them piecemeal at me, they're just going to just die one by one. Here we go again. Round 2 with just one idiot. Unfortunately, I do have to do these manually, guys. Or maybe not, unfortunately. Maybe you're happy that I have to do all these all these battles manually. Alright, that big hit that I took last battle, I haven't had time to re-heal, so I need to be careful. I'll be completely honest, I'm surprised they haven't tried to sue for peace yet. I can't believe it. Llewellyn, first kill of the battle. It's funny, you'd think that a cavalry charge into a bunch of archers is the way to go, but you really need a big frickin' cavalry formation in order to be, you know, kind of intimidating, because as we've seen so many times, unless you have a huge cavalry formation, it just dies out. The charge just peters away and just breaks away. So my archers have just been really handling themselves well. For some reason, they were in a loose formation, now they've decided to get in a tighter formation. It's not going to help them.
Stop shooting!
Bunch of sword sisters.
I give up now.
Plunder 10,000 gold. Tyler, athletic skill. You're almost up to your last perk. Armor while on foot. Resistance to getting staggered while on foot. That captain skill might come in handy. Or it definitely will come in handy. Alright, who's next? I kind of want them to both attack me at once. That way I can just fight one battle and destroy them without having to fight two. And then here's another one. It's just they're lining up to die.
Well, I'll not deny it. It will be a real pleasure to watch you writhing and bleeding in the dust.
We both know that that's not going to happen. And then his face. Alright, here we go again. Hey, at least you're getting a bunch of battles in this episode. I'm not even paying attention to the time. I'm just going with the flow. No point in changing our tactics, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, they do have some more cavalry. Like, the sun hasn't had time to come up between these battles. Can't catch me. Oh, Vapor. Oh no, that's my brother. Because, oh yeah, Vapor, you're not wearing that helmet anymore. You've graduated from that helmet. Wow, these Aserai Barya, I guess they don't have that good range because it took them being that close in order for them to start opening up. I'll let my infantry throw their javelins. You almost kind of feel bad for them, you know? It's not their fault that they're being led by piss-poor leaders. idiot. Not talking so much, not talking a big game anymore, are you? Alright, there's another Fian champion, or a few more. Alright, I don't know how much more loot that I can take on, because I'm getting way down here. With all these idiots suiciding against me and throwing all their loot at me.
Halt there.
You got pretty green eyes, too bad I have to destroy you. It's the same battlefield, because we haven't even moved. Oh my god. What is this, battle number 8 or something? It's like not, like barely any time is actually going by in-game, you know? Because we're doing all these manually. Maybe I'll do like a longer one, because I do recognize a lot of the episodes getting eaten up by these battles, but... Let's get up on our commanding vantage point here. And we'll just command the men from up here.
Bowmen! For soldiers! Move! Riders!
We'll get my bodyguard up here to watch.
Horse! Move! Ah!
The hell?
Cavalry at them!
Go get them, boys. They're pissing me off.
Horses! Get moving!
You can see my shadow right there.
Warriors! Forward! Cavalry! Get them!
Now, consistently, my companions are the first ones to get kills. Just let them do their thing. They don't need my help. Let's have our cavalry go after their cav, though. Wow, they were so close. They were just about to engage, and then they faltered. One death and watch. Oops, we're walking off a cliff. I wanted to... I just didn't have time. We were gonna walk off a cliff and do damage. I just didn't want to take any damage. Yeah, we do, but I don't think he's actually gonna come at us this time. I think this guy might actually grow a brain and not attack us. Did I speak too soon? Another one-eyed guy who looks exactly like the other guy that we captured. This is one that I'll auto-resolve. 2 deaths. Coast Guard and an infantryman. Now, I might have passed up an opportunity to create a companion there. I'm gonna finish raiding this village. and then we'll go back to our ship. We'll go back home, sell some of our stuff, lock up some of our prisoners, and then we'll come back, I guess. Another person to attack after we're done with this. Signing a trade agreement with the Botanians? Sure. I can't do it right now because I'm... If that means maybe we'll be less likely to get involved in a war with the Botanians, or it'll increase our relations with them, or maybe even increase the odds that they would be willing to form a non-aggression pact with us. I should check since I'm looking. No, nobody wants a non-aggression. I can consider making an alliance with the Southern Empire. Maybe an alliance with the Valandians, if we could ever pull that off, would be nice. So, interesting. If I wanted an alliance with the Southern... I guess it makes sense because I'm married to Regea's daughter. So I guess that makes sense. Wow, Regea, I give her a lot of credit. She's still alive. She's 69. So she's still... She's probably going to die soon. But if we wanted, we can get an alliance with her. But we don't want to do that, because who are we going to fight once we get a peace agreement with the Aserai eventually? We want the Southern Empire to be our next enemy. So yeah, we don't want that. So I just need to occasionally check this, just to see what kind of agreements we can make with people. But now we have a trade agreement with the Botanians. Alright, JCAV Athletics. You do use throwing weapons, so we'll give you this one. Yeah, let's head back to our ship. And I don't regret not taking any prisoners besides the named ones. Alright, they went into the settlement. We won't try to get them. So what is that? Four villages that we raided? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I'm just gonna head back to Artisia. Yet again, another storm that refused. There's always a storm over Artisia. And I don't think Artisia is going to be able to afford all this. We gathered a bunch of loot. Yeah, there's no way. Before I do anything, the weight to value ratio is the worst with, like, food items, and I don't need that much food. So let's make sure we're selling our food items, because that's weighing us down. We'll sell this first. We want to keep the variety up. Alright, that should be fine. And then the rest we can auto-sell. And I'm so glad that you can just auto-sell stuff and it gets you down to the lowest without having to manually do it, because I had to do that in my last series, like manually go through stuff. It just saves you so much time. So thank you, developers, for adding that quality of life. Stuff. Don't care. If it was a super valuable horse, I would have done it, but I'm not doing it. Let me do some more recruiting. Oh, I could just do it from the city. we go, full party size. The nearest large settlement is Legetta. Or Zionica if I wanted to. Let's head over to Zionica. I want to... If I want to go back to Aserai territory and do that all over again, I'm going to need the carrying capacity, and we're still way down by a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to go to another city. Oh no, I didn't deposit my prisoners. Getting too hasty. By the way, Ortisia has level 3 walls now. So a few of the prisoners that we captured escaped, but that's okay. I mean, it's gonna happen. We want to make sure that when we're upgrading Ortisia, we're building things that improve or reduce the odds of people escaping. I think it's guardhouse. Oh no, that's not it. Or maybe it's only for castles. Maybe it's only for castles. I thought the guardhouse did it. Whatever. Alright guys, you should be rejoining me. I did stop off at Zionica, but now we're back on the Aserai coast. I stopped off at Zionica and sold a bunch of stuff, so we have no loot or anything, and we're all good on food and stuff, so we're gonna get back to it. And, I was thinking about maybe taking Quyaz, but I really want to create this companion first, because that's what I've been trying to do this whole time, but at the same time, we're still progressing this war against the Aserai, which is always good. And then, if we want to get a peace treaty now, we know that we could. Like, I can propose directly to the leader, receiving a bunch of war reparations, but paying? I would be paying them tribute? Is that how it works? Whatever. If we want to make peace with them, I have the influence to do it now, and I can get money. But I think I want to maybe take another settlement first. But I wanted to create my companion first. Because once I create the companion, it's going to mess around with all my stuff. So basically, I'm just going to let you know now. Once I create Arthur, I want to create another party, and I want to use Llewellyn. So Llewellyn's going to become a general and be commanding his own formation. Tyler's going to get bumped up to the commander of Llewellyn's archer formation, and then Arthur will become my new surgeon, because he wanted to be a surgeon too. So that's how everything's going to shift around as soon as we create him. But we're just not there yet. Alright, hopefully... I mean, we have a bunch of Battanian Fian champions now in our army, so hopefully this is what does it. They're the ones that engage the earliest, because they have the longest range, so they're the most likely to get upgraded to companion.
Soldiers, move! Warriors, move! You heard it! Now move! Soldiers, move! Bowman! Move! Bowman! Forward!
This landscape sucks for the purposes of... for archers.
Move! Troops! Move out! Warriors! Move! Horse! Get moving! Warriors! Move!
Yeah, out of all of these battles, we've heard Rome Total War battle music in every single one, and out of all these times, we haven't gotten the song that I like, so I don't think it's in this mod, which is kind of annoying, because it's like the best battle song, and They don't include it? What the hell?
Forward!
Okay, Battanian VN champions, I need you guys to get the most amount of kills here.
Soldiers! Move out! Soldiers shooting!
Oh, there's a Battanian VN champion right there. Oh no, that's a Battanian hero. It is really good to know that I could get a peace treaty with the Aserai at any time. Nope. Some Palatine Guard. Not yet. The Battanian VN champions did get 14, but the Aserai Barriad just outnumber them, so they're getting most of the kills, but it'll happen. It'll happen eventually. I think I'm going to raid this village next. Oh, there's a couple of villages back here that have horses that they produce, so that would be worthwhile loot to take. Ignoring all of those offers for ransoms. Hey, this is the lady we defeated last time. We fought a battle and defeated this person. They're already back free. Or maybe we just never captured them at the end of that battle.
It's been a while.
No, it hasn't. This episode has to be like a record for the amount of battles that I fought in one episode. But I am determined to create this companion today.
Bowman! Forward! Move out! Horses! Move! Turn forward! Cavalry! Move out!
Too bad they don't have like a really big army and they, you know, camped up on this hill and we're camped up on our hill and then just a battle of the valley. That'd be pretty cool.
Bowman! Move! Warrior! Get moving! Rider! Move!
Nice, my brother got him with the javelin from horseback. Hell yeah. Whoops. It's not who I wanted to tell. Move. Alright, we have to get kind of close in order to get some shots off, but whatever. Alright, let's consolidate our archer line a little bit. It kind of sucks. They're going to have some protection from the hills. Now let's move back while they're behind cover.
Riders! Move out! Troops! Bows down! Horses! Cavalry! Move! Horse! Get moving! Horses! Move!
The second time I've javelined that woman off of her horse. Let's hope it sticks this time. And we capture her. Come on, Battanian VN champion. Some one of you, please.
Riders! At them!
There it is. There it is. We have to... Sorry, I'm stretching because I've been sitting in a weird position. Okay, there we go. So, Britannian VN champion. So, here we go. The game should not crash because Distinguished Service is working now. There we go. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Since this character... since Arthur, or Perry the Berry, his character, Arthur, since he wants to be a backup surgeon, I need to make sure that I throw some points into surgeon. Because the first skill focus that I choose is the one that gets the most amount of skill points. So, if I'm going to let go of Llewellyn as my surgeon, I need to make sure I'm getting my next one up to speed as quickly as possible. So, the first skill I'm going to give you is Medic. And then the next one... There's no point in me, like, tripling down on your bow skills, because you're a Battanian VN champion, and you're going to come equipped with really good bow skills already. So the next one I'm going to do is riding. We'll start working on riding. That way, when you do eventually become a horse archer, your riding skill... Oh, actually, you know what? I should put you on a horse immediately. But if I put you on a horse immediately, I'm going to have to give you a bow that you can use from horseback temporarily, so... Yeah, we're doing that. So after all of that, what is that, like 10 battles?
Yield.
And we did capture her
Grant
this
me the
time.
honor.
Dumbass. Okay, so we did capture her this time. I'll keep all those Battanian soldiers that we recruited. We'll keep them in the party for as long as they last. It'll be interesting to see how long they survive in my party. But there we go. Don't care about the prisoners. Among the loot from your last battle, you discover a vat of fine wine from Furbeck. You know that you could sell it for a considerable sum, but your men just risk their lives and don't seem inclined to pocket silver tomorrow for a drink today. Yeah, let them go crazy. They deserve it for fighting 11 battles in a row. Alright, so we have to mess with Udris on Fossack. That's his name. Alright, so that's your character. I don't know how old you are, but let's get through these first. Alright, I'm gonna edit this part out. Or maybe I won't. Maybe you'll just watch me do all this. Alright, you should be back with me. I decided that I was going to edit some of this out. I'm not quite done yet, but I'm getting down to your medicine. And then I also wanted to point this out. You're a Britannian VN champion, so your bow skills are freaking ridiculous. So look, you just need... Oh, I'm going to throw... I'm hoping you can get one of these. I'll throw another control in there, maybe. There we go. I'll just do all your attribute points. So you're good with your attributes, but you should be able to get this, and you're right on the cusp of getting. You can now use all bows on horseback. So once you get this perk, you're a horse archer, no matter what kind of equipment that I give you. But you're still fresh, man, so I gotta, you know, create your... I gotta get you equipment and stuff. But let's start working on your medicine skills, because you're gonna be my new surgeon. Jacob, you are now my... Jacob, you're my quartermaster, so we need to keep buffing your stewardship so I can get more of these for you. Good thing I didn't just willy-nilly give that focus point away, because it was important, because you're my quartermaster now. Okay, so we're not going to do it right now. I need to get back to my territory before I do it, but now I'm going to create Llewellyn as a party leader himself. You know what, in fact, let's get back there. I'm not going to raid any more villages or do any of that noise. I don't need to. Let's just head back to Articia. How are we doing on time? Let me pass by Quyaz. I want to see how many defenders there are. Because before I end this war with the Aserai, I need to use it as an opportunity to... And since we have all these people in prison, now would be a good time to attack a city. That's a decent amount of garrison as opposed to militia. It only has level 1 walls, though. Huh. Because with Llewellyn's full party, because I'm going to give him a full party, and then I'm gonna do some recruiting as well. So all of our parties gathered together with me. It's probably going to be 1 for 1, the same numbers that are defending this, but it only has level 1 walls. And if I do the siege correctly, I could do the siege in such a way where their numbers won't count for much. You know what? That's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to head back to Articia. I'm going to create Llewellyn. This might be a longer video, but I don't care. I don't care. We've got important things to do today. And I want to end this war with the Aserai today, too. So with the cost of this video being a little bit longer, it'll be very eventful, because we'll get a lot of stuff done. So we sold all of our loot. Now I'm going to go to the dungeon and deposit any prisoners if I have them. Yeah, I got one. We're going to leave the city. What am I doing? Am I looking at the wrong one? Your stewardship is only... Jacav of all of my companions right now would be the best. Look, there's no point in giving you... Maybe we'll do it eventually. I'm kind of going back on what I said here. I'm not going to create your own party, Llewellyn. And you're going to stay my surgeon for now. But... I just don't see your stewardship ever going up. Unless I do something about it. Bjorn would probably be a better... Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Jacav would be the best party leader because his stewardship's the highest. And that's because he's my quartermaster, you know? He's my new quartermaster, which is why that's So we're never mind. We're not creating this party. We'll see what we can do with just the parties that I have, and if I just do the siege properly, even not having Llewellyn as his own party leader, it'll be fine. But you know what I did forget to do? First, I want to check your age, man. 39. All right, you're one of the youngins. You got something going on with your face, man, but we can barely tell under your helmet. So you're 39, you're a youngin. Arthur, whoops, caps lock is on. Arthur, King of the Britons. I did a Crusader Kings 3 series with my character being named Arthur, all my characters being named Arthur. Arthur, King of the Bretons, that's what it was. So we got Arthur. Welcome to the thing, or welcome to the gang. So I hope all of my companions will welcome you in the comment section. Let's put you where you need to be in the order. Oh, all of this is out of whack. All of my order's out of whack. And I've already forgotten. I know for a fact that it's Llewellyn and Bjorn, but Jacob, you weren't that high up. I think it was Vapor then Tyler, then Ari, then Jacob, then Arthur. I think that's it. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. Because what I was going to do, I was going to create your own party, Llewellyn, and I was going to donate some troops to your army, and then I was going to go around and recruit just to make up for the lack of soldiers in my party, and then we would go. But realistically, I think you creating your own party, you probably only would have given us like 60 soldiers or 70 soldiers, something like that, in your party. And I like that all my parties are standing next to each other. That'll reduce the amount of time. Let's get everybody together. Let's get this army together. We're going to get that constant song over and over again, which is what happens when you have an army summoned together. It's just how it works. Oh, my son is 16. And his nose is getting bigger and bigger every time I see him. Alright, out of all of these, polearm would be best. And then what are the last two? Leadership. Alright, I'll take that. That's good. This is the future me. He's not going to be as tall as me. Which I'd never really thought about. Because I made my character super tall. But once I take control of him, I can edit that stuff. Because you can always just edit your characters. See? So I can just make him tall. Now, I don't know if you're going to be at full party size. We'll see, because I might have to donate some men to these parties. So 672 against 900 defenders. It may seem like we're outgunned, and we kind of are. But if I play my cards right, we'll be just fine. So that way we can take another city. Siege engine build rate in your party. That's perfectly timed. Because we're going to need those siege weapons, Jake have. Alright. Let me check all my party sizes. 113 out of 113, 124 out of 124, 149 out of 148. So yeah, everybody's at max party size. So this is all the men we're going to get. No more recruiting required. So, let's end this Aserai War once and for all. Hopefully that they don't force a peace treaty on us before we can do this. Let me just check the political situation. Here we go with the music playing over and over. I could get an alliance with the Southern Empire still. No other non-aggression pacts. But I could get this peace treaty if I wanted to. Alright, so we have all the... I like how my facial expression just changed when I went out to sea. He was happy when he was on land, and then once we went out to sea, he got a look on his face. Alright, now this is way too many men for this fleet, so it's going to be slowing us down, but that's okay. We should be fine. We don't have to worry about a huge Aserai army intercepting us at sea, because basically all of them are in prison. And we don't go that slow. It's not that bad. Alright, let's end this war with a bang. And this is part of Mare Nostrum. Quyaz, it's on the coast. So think of it as, like, we've established the Roman, we've established our Roman provinces. Now we're, like, attacking Carthage. We've been at war. This has been, like, the first Punic War for us, even though it's technically not, because it's a civil war against the Aserai. So it's, it's not really like the Punic War, but this is, like, our first war against Carthage, our enemy. And we're going to take their settlement. Now, there is a possibility that there are some Aserai armies wandering around, and given enough time and enough numbers, they might have enough numbers to repel my attacking army, but I'm hoping that my siege is ready to go before that happens. So being able to build my siege weapons faster is going to be really good. So what I'm going to try to do is, instead of focusing on trebuchets, I'm just going to build catapults, and we're going to try to make some breaches in the walls. That way I can use the onagers to get a bunch of kills through the breaches. And if I'm going to be making breaches, I don't have to build any of these kinds of siege weapons, so it'll save us time. So we're just going to go straight to building the attacking siege weapons, maybe a couple of trebuchets and a couple of onagers. We'll make some breaches, and then we'll use the onagers on the field when we get into the battle to get a bunch of kills before we actually engage, and then that'll make up for our lack of numbers. Hope you understood all of that, but I'm gonna have a super long siege ahead of me, but you guys won't have to wait that long. With the magic of editing, I should see you in like 3 seconds, so I'll see you guys there. Hopefully no armies come to attack us. Hey guys. Things are happening. Things are happening. We created both sieges. We created both breaches. But if I wait any longer, this army's going to come in reinforcement. I still have time. What I want to happen is, because I think I'm going to do it now. I think I'm going to do the siege now. We have one onager and we have 2 breaches. I would have preferred another onager, because there's no guarantee that this onager has a good line of fire into one of the breaches. Because I was going to dismantle, or I was going to put my trebuchets in the reserve. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, I just don't have time, guys. I would have given this onager more time to build, but it's not happening. So I'm going to cancel building that. I have a trebuchet in the reserve, so I'll just bring it back out. There we go. So we have 1 onager, 3 trebuchets, 2 breaches. They have no siege weapons on the wall. Once I win this battle, I'm going to try to negotiate a peace before this army attacks us, because we're screwed if we have to fight this. So let's hope this goes well. And I think it should go well. This battle is, we don't have to attack through the gates. We don't have to attack through a tower. We have breaches, so we're not going to lose a bunch of men, and we're not going to lose any men from any enemy siege weapons or anything, so we should be just fine. I need to make sure that I'm telling everybody to... don't want to attack yet. Yeah, unfortunately, my onager doesn't have a good line of sight to... Or maybe it does. I can create it. I can create a line of sight. And it's not using fire pots or anything, which isn't great. It's not good anti-personnel ammunition. Alright, this is the position I need to be on to aim it. So what I'm going to do is turn down the aiming. I'm going to try to take out these little... Oh, no. I want to be able to see what I'm doing, so I want to kind of take out those... whatever you want to call it, this little protective wall. There we go. Alright, I see the breach. Now we just have to aim it. Ooh, I hit something. Yeah. I don't think this is gonna work out. I'm aiming it right where it needs to be. If we had, like, fire pot ammunition, this would be so much better, but we have the shitty ammunition. Okay, I might have edited a little bit here because I thought I would just be here for a long time, but I think I'm going to get off of it after this shot. I've been doing some stuff, but I mean, we're losing some men here. By the way, Arthur, that's you. Arthur is helping me load this thing, but this is the last time I'm going to take a shot. I'm just not getting enough kills. If I just keep standing out here, let the AI continue to do that, and besides, I'm constantly getting hit. So...
Attack!
We're moving in. If we can manage to make a significant enough like initial breach, and we just get enough of our men inside the city and into the walls. And this is all they have to meet us right here? Are you kidding me? I don't think any of my men are coming this way. Alright, the way we're trading right now, that's not good. I need to get in there. Oh, no, we are making some headway. Getting a little nervous, but I think once we wipe out this initial wave, we'll be fine. Conserve my health because I have to matter here. My kills will make a difference. And this is just, we have to take this city. That we're trading here. But you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. First, I need to get the hell out of here. Everybody, I'm trying to give commands while I'm being attacked by like 3 guys. I have an idea. Alright, infantry, get into a shield wall. Archers.
Forward! Look, man, around. Take them down!
Turn their fire and will on. Stretch out a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is, since we have our archers in a good position, I'm going to tease them out. See? When they retreat back in, they show their backs, and then we just get a nice little chunk of kills on them. But I don't know how long I'm going to be able to last to keep this tactic up. This is kind of gamey. I'm kind of, you know, exploity, but I have to put myself at risk in order to do this. See, I don't know how many sorties I can do with the amount of health that I have. Alright, that guy up there is pissing me off. There we go. See ya. I was really hoping that onager strategy was going to work out for me. I really thought that would make the difference. This is why I was so confident about doing this siege. course, he steps to the right. At the rate this is going, this is gonna be a long video. This is gonna be a long battle. I'm liking the how much we're trading and how better we're trading now that I started using this tactic. Oh my god, there goes 8 health. Son of a bitch. Trying to see if there's any javelins I can pick up. Ooh, that guy got hit pretty hard. I'm not worried about my shield health. There's plenty of shields that I can pick up. Plenty of shields. Oh, Bjorn getting a kill. What'd you say to me? How about we send, because these infantry that are standing right here, I don't know which formation it is. This one? Oh no, hold on. Let's send these guys in.
Side by side! Everyone!
No, not everyone.
Get through!
Ouch. I'm not going to be around for much longer with my health. There we go. There's a decent amount of kills. We'll send in another formation. I think what I was doing before was better. this person that's hitting me? Is it friendly fire?
Look, man! All of you! At them!
Alright, we're trading alright. We're trading away. I just can't get involved in this battle anymore unless I just pull javelins out of the walls. I'm coming out. I think we found a solution here. We're trading much better. Because my infantry are close enough to the wall that they feel the need to, like, come out, and then when they come out, they're in the bottleneck. It's like we're defending the outside of the castle, or the outside of the city. Let's grab a few more. I'm gonna need a replacement shield in a second. Ooh, there we go, there we go. Yeah, it's like a reverse, it's like a reverse defense. Turning the defenders into the attackers. Every one of those javelins that I throw in there is giving me a kill, so... Alright, I'm gonna get a replacement shield. See, look at that! We trade when they come out. They get killed every time they do that. The shield is in horrible condition. Let's take this one. I'm very quiet because I'm trying to focus here. Alright, I just need to make sure I don't... Dropping that shield. We're down to crappy soldiers.
Soldiers! Around here, man! Get moving!
As long as they continue to do this, it will be just fine. Because it's when they retreat back into the city where that's where they lose all their guys. I'm trying to pick up these javelins and it's not letting me. Come on, they're not attracted to me anymore. Let's move the men a little bit closer.
Forward! Soldier! Hold arrows! Footman! Soldier! Pick your targets!
All my cataphracts, for some reason, are in the fight now.
Around here, man! Soldiers! Move out! All of you! Forward! Warriors!
Uh-oh, I just heard a guy say, "Save yourselves." Does that mean they're on the they're on the ropes? Heaven save us. Alright, they're complaining. Now might be the time to charge. I'm doing it. Everyone, just everyone go. Go. Funky as hell battle, but we managed it. We managed it. We didn't get to do what I wanted with the catapults. But a victory's a victory. Whoops. Clicking buttons here. Sorry. Things got closed on my other monitor, so I just wanna... Alright. It's 2 hours on OBS already, so with some editing, this is probably going to be a longer video, guys. But it had to be. It had to be. And we're not done, because we need to get the peace treaty after this. Alright, so now that we can just ravage through the city and rampage through the city, we should be fine. If I get downed, I get downed. I'll just fast forward and we should be fine. I think that might be all that they have left. The guys that were defending the other breach. Which means that they're going to have some high-quality troops, because we didn't go after that breach. Hey guys, let's get some organization. Let's... Let them come down. You can do it, boys. You can do it. 3 men seem to be blocking all of you. There we go, they broke the dam. Every time I see a Fian champion, I'm gonna think it's Arthur or Llewellyn, because now we're gonna have a bunch of them. Last guy. Look at him charging in. The last guy against everybody else. There we go. And look at this. If I needed to upgrade some Patanian Fian champions, I could have just done it with this. But there we go. And we still have a Nord Huskarl that's been alive forever. So there we go. They retreated to the keep. I don't think I can take part in that because I'm too unhealthy. We'll just send troops. Victory. We'll definitely take all these prisoners. Alright, so a lot of decent loot. We will pillage it because it only has level 1 walls, and that's all I'm really concerned about getting downgraded as a result of a pillage, so we'll just pillage it. And now that it's mine, we have to immediately... Or no, let's sell... I don't have any named prisoners, so we'll just sell the generic ones. Because they won't be prisoners anymore if I try to get a peace treaty now. So yeah, there we go. Get 12 grand for those. Sell whatever we can. This is a pretty wealthy city. We're over 3 million now. Proposed directly to Anita, receiving 1.3 million war reparations, and we don't have to give them tribute or anything. It's just they give us a bunch of money. Make peace. We didn't get as much as promised, but we got 500,000 out of that. We went from 3.05 to 3.5. There we go. So there we go. And we don't have to deal with that huge army. So we just successfully took Quyaz and we ended the War of the Aserai. Oh my god. Alright, I will admit, I probably could have done that battle a lot better. But all that matters is that we won. And we were getting pretty low on numbers too, so we won that just in time. But there we go. Nobody's going to be governing it right now, but we will manage it. No siege workshops, it's got fortifications level 1, masons level 1. So all the buildings that matter are the ones that I have to upgrade. So let's get mason to the next level. Finally, a safe place for me to recruit Aserai soldiers. And we can recruit Aserai soldiers now because we're not at war with them. And now I can disband this army, but we're not going to disband this army here. I'm going to go back across the water, and we're going to disband our army there. I can step away from this city, so we're just going to go to port. We already sold everything, sold all of our loot, sold our prisoners. The city's ours. I don't need to manage the garrison or any of that. Even though I should. But that's something we can worry about later. I just wanted to spend my army here so my parties are up here re-recruiting for their parties and not down here re-recruiting for their parties. So another episode where we're going to end in Ortisia. So yeah, let's go outside, break up the army, disband. They can go off and do their own things, re-recruit for themselves. I probably should have donated a few soldiers to them, but whatever, it's fine. They can deal with it. They can handle themselves. So this has been a super long video. I have a lot to edit, but it's been 2 hours of straight fun. Probably the episode with the most amount of battles that I've ever fought. We fought a bunch of open field battles, we raided a bunch of villages, we ended the war with the Aserai, we took another settlement, we took Uyaz, we're expanding Mare Nostrum, so we have another settlement right here. We're going to have to wait for another war with the Aserai before we can continue to expand this way, but maybe our next war will be with the Southern Empire, and we can continue to expand this way, or we'll see what fate throws at us. There we go. Really fun. We expanded our fleet as well. Llewellyn, maybe I'll start getting you on your own party. I don't know. You can give me some feedback in the comment section and let me know what you want to do, but at least you know what my long-term goals or what my long-term thoughts have been in terms of the party. So we did get a new companion in here as well, so I hope everybody will welcome Arthur into the party. Now that Distinguished Service is working again, if I ever have to recreate companions, I can do that now. So it's just really good that we have Distinguished Service back. I'm just so glad. Just one less thing to worry about. But this has been a super fun episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know I did. But if you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button down below. As always, leave your comments down below. It would be great to hear from you guys. We are still racing towards 2,900. We're like less than 30 subscribers away from 2,900. So if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Join me for future episodes. With the way things have been going, I'm sure another good episode is in store for us in the next one. So episode 15 will be coming at you soon, lords and ladies. But until then, have a good one, guys.